what is good? Another episode from the journals. Man, today I really screwed up on this NQ, but the swing I took, hit take profit, will go on it later. But let me say how I screwed up today. Like, man, today I reacted really crazy. I should have made a really good. I would have made a really good amount, which I don't think I should be caring about at all. Let's use a MenQ, by the way, because that's the one I was using. I need to switch to MenQ. Alright, so when we go to the daily, I thought that I was like neutral on the daily because hit the a new week open gap and the fair value gap. Then when I went down to 4 hour first, I was a little bit bearish because we had inverse this thing and it will continue lower, and right at market open continued lower. Take out this sell side. This was the daily low from Monday. Then on the 1 hour, like, you can see how good it was looking. So I was looking too long, but I didn't. Here's why. Well, I went down on the 15 minute. I was waiting for some kind of SMT to show up, but it didn't. Now if I go down to the 5 minute or the 1 minute around there, like on the 1 minute, you can see that at 9:45, like the drop, first inversion, second inversion. Like, I would have entered on this one because I was like on the charts looking directly, but I was skeptical on this fair value gap rejecting. But then the moment we closed above here, I should have taken an entry, but I didn't. I was still skeptical about this. So that got into my mind, knowing that I had a clear draw. Like, I honestly didn't want to execute. Like, I think this was fair, because if not, what else would it be? Like, it's a very clear setup. Then, well, I guess it's like a setup that I've missed just because I was overcomplicating stuff, like not following the bias and all. Now later, market presented another opportunity right here. You can see the sweep. It was an SMT. We were in a fair value gap, then inversion at this candle here. I entered another opportunity. I entered another trade. My stop was somewhere around here. I was targeting this high initially, but then I trailed my take profit to 2R. So I entered somewhere around there. My stop was somewhere there, and I targeted 2R. So you can see that 2R doesn't get hit. Then market retraces lower, pretty close to take profit, but not full take profit actually. Then we end up like consolidating, then shoot up high. So this is where I got out of the break even. So I would have made the most out of this bullish move today, but I didn't because of that exact mistake. Now I could have held it without trailing my stop, but I think it was all for the best. I'll probably find more entries, but that's a mistake I should address, like being too greedy. If I had this target, I should have taken a 1 to 1.2, 1 to 1 point something, if that is what I should take to make profits. So here, greed cost me a lot. Now another trade I took it on Sunday. I didn't trade on Monday. On Sunday I took a swing. Right, today I took a swing trade. I was confident that the market could continue lower to here or to here, but then I ended up taking a trade to here. So when we go down to 4 hour, well, there was this gap here. Then when we check the 1 hour, well, the 1 hour also had this fair value gap. So I entered off of this fair value gap, something like, I think I did like on this candle right on Sunday open right there. My stop was there, my take profit was at this low here. So this is the trade I took. Like, it was close to R because I risked $600 and I made how much, 1,200 and something. I'm not sure. So it was a good trade. Like, the analysis behind was because the high time frame was bearish. Obviously, you can see we had an SMT, we had some sweeps, rejection of this fair value gap, and I think rejection of over here. And if we're bullish, then obviously sell side will be ran. So I got like a really good drop there. So the thing is, I got it on a 25k account, which is really good, and I hope to also elevate this this thing, what's it called, my funded futures account as well. We'll see how it goes, by the end of the week. I'm not trying to rush things, even though like this day was almost about to take a mental toll on me. But I'm grateful I survived. I'm grateful I didn't take any more, like didn't force any more entries. So here are the trades. I took 3 of them on Sunday. You can see them right here. Those 3 consecutive ones. So it was a really good one. And when we open up the charts, you can see closed at the literal bottom right there. So good trading day, but that mistake has to be worked on. So let's go to the journal directly. Okie dokie, here we are. These are the trades. Now I think I could refer program. Okay, I think I should open this as well. Copy. Right, I'll keep it. Now, if you use this MFF eval, I took break evens today. I don't know why it's not resyncing. Let's resync. Should be resyncing already. I don't know why. Is it because they are break evens or something like that? Let me check my trade of 8. Yeah, the account is still break even. I'm not planning to trade it at all. I don't know why this is not resyncing at all. But let me check the accounts and I'll be back in a little while. Alright, resync has been completed. Yeah, here it is. So I made $0.8, which is pretty frustrating. I made $15 on one and lost 15. I made 16 on one, lost 15 on another one. So it was a down day. Let's see. Dip and roll down. So this trade I closed it early because I saw that they could be a sweep. I took an entry, as I was saying on MNQ, right? So like in this push to the upside, I go down to the 1 hour. It's really bullish. I'd like to trade the PM session, man. Like, I think probably this daily high will be a target, but we'll see what it delivers. Now when I go down to 15, I tried to trade like somewhere around here on the 5 minute, but then I waited for another sweep. Like I tried to trade this retracement lower, but then I saw that this is a prominent low on the 15 minute. Then I closed the position, then I entered the next one like as we were pushing higher. So yeah, that's pretty much how the day was. It closed at a break even. I could have made really great amounts on this, man. How much did this thing float? This was the first one. Like I reached 1,150. Man, I left 1K on the table. So it's pretty frustrating, but yeah, I have to learn. Now this one, the maximum profit was 112. So this was the first one, then this was the second one, like the last one I took. So this is a lesson that don't be greedy at all. Don't be greedy, please. So this was the inversion model I was trading here. It was really good. Like we had the sweep, there was the SMT closure above the fair value gap, and was a break even. And I would give it like a high rating, this one, except that I was greedy. So mistakes, I had greed here. And weekly news status, well, we had Fed chair speaking. Fed chair speaking. Right now I entered in the 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute, right? And price this was not at all-time highs. We have PPA, it's a PPA week, right? So this was a really good trade on my end. Let me fill this out real quick. Alright, so this was the first trade. I don't think there's much about it. The good thing was the exit. Like, I knew that a better entry was forming, and I waited for it, even though I ended up messing up on it and like doing a mistake on it. But I have to learn through that. So this was also like the trade. Was this the inversion? It was the ICD model. Like, it was the rejection of our fair value gap, I think. What I traded here was there was an inversion here though. Just right there. And entered here. As I rejected a 5-minute gap. Yeah, this was the inversion. But this no sweep, no SMT, closure above fair value gap, manual close. Right. I think I should also add the POI in this playbook, but I'll do that later. Now the next trade was the one that was the worst. Like, I could have capitalized on this and left the market, but I ended up closing at $0 when it was floating like 1K and above, which is frustrating, honestly, but that's the cost of greed. I have to pay the cost of my mistake with dollars. Now my mistake is costly, so I have to be cautious. Well, I think it's continuing higher, obviously, and you can see as of now I think it's somewhere around even further than here. But yeah, this trade would have been good. Like, I had a good entry if the RR was really good. Like, if I hadn't messed it up, I would have got a good trade there. So to prevent the mistakes is I have to have a take profit before entering, so I can have like something solid to capitalize on. And closing the trade, I was really devastated. I felt like it was all over the place because, okay, I was really trying to force an entry, but that's wrong. And yeah, that's the recap of the day. I had a break even. Nothing bad happened. Like, it's just one day, one mistake. I have to get in my mind that I have years trade, years to make money, years to make a fortune, man. This is not something that will devastate me. By the way, the thing is, they always say that I don't impose stop loss trades when I do, but it's because, as I said, they must limit. But then the thing is, yeah, everything will eventually pan out. By the way, I want to have this as a percentage, not as, because when I have it as money, it kind of gets to me, but I have to detach from the money, detach from the outcome, focus on the process. If I detach from trying to make profits, I will focus on having a good set system. Just one break-even day doesn't mean that I'm a bad trader. One break-even day doesn't mean that I did something like a person wouldn't do. I'm normal. I have made mistakes and I become greedy. So that's a mistake I had to pay for without $1,000 and all. So I guess that will be the lesson of today's trading. Day 1 of 30, following my rules, pushing hard to follow my rules. So let's see where this leads, and grateful for the opportunity that the markets presented, and we'll see what tomorrow but one, like, it's not a rule to trade every day. We'll see what it will bring, but so far grateful, and I'm happy to be a learner of the markets. So until next time, stay blessed. Peace.